sorrow of Moldavia command you.
Oh, command me, Lord!
Hey everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And today, the Ghostbusters News Halloween Countdown continues, and we're going to be doing something really, really scary. We're going to be talking about Ghostbusters 2016 here on YouTube. More importantly, a Halloween costume based around Ghostbusters 2016. And this costume that's on your screen right now, it is the Ghostbusters Grand Heritage costume from Ruby's Costumes. Now let me be honest with you here for a second. This costume has been on my radar for about 5 years or so. I mean, ever since honestly, 2016 when it was first released. But the original price point was about $300 Canadian. And to me, I never really thought this was worth $300. I mean, it does include a Ghostbusters reboot flight suit, which at first glance actually does look really good. I can't wait to open it up and actually see what it looks like, despite the fact that this is women's sizing, and this suit is not going to fit me whatsoever. When it comes to why I wanted this, it was because of the proton pack. I've seen a few images of it online, and I've actually always been pretty impressed with how it looks. Now, the reason I finally actually got my hands on one of these was because of our good friends over at HalloweenCostumes.com. They're sponsoring this video, and like I said, originally that suit was actually $300. They knocked the price down to $79.99. Now, sadly, it is sold out right now, but it is listed as coming soon, so hopefully it will be available again. But as I just mentioned, normally $300, marked down to $79.99. If you want more mind-blowing deals like that, be sure to check out HalloweenCostumes.com. Of course, I have a link to that down below in this video's description. So let's go ahead and unbox this, or I guess unbag this. Just undo the zipper here. All right, and okay, I'm kind of geeking out over the proton pack. But let's first take a look at the flight suit. Now, the flight suit is made of 100% cotton, and first impressions here of actually having it in hand is it feels really nice. All the stitch work on it is really clean, especially when it comes to like the orange and gray stripings going across the chest and the arms. On the right arm as well, you can see we've got the Ghostbusters logo. The patch itself isn't the best. Once again, if this suit would actually fit me, I would most likely change it out for a different patch. That's a little bit more screen accurate there. But still though, it will get the job done. There are also these like big kind of gold buttons on the suit, and they look good from afar, but when you actually get close up here, you can see that there's like flowers on them. Which I mean, okay, I guess that makes the suit kind of unique, but this would be another thing too that I would likely change once again if I could wear this flight suit. It also does come with 4 interchangeable name tags, so you can be your favorite Ghostbuster from Ghostbusters 2016. Oh, I am sure some people are going to leave some colorful comments after that line, but you can see here I chose Holtzman, and the stitch work and everything when it comes to the patches look really nice. Another thing I want to point out too is actually all the pockets on here actually work. So there's a pocket here on the chest, you got pockets both on the left and right hand side hips, and there's also 2 pockets, one on each leg. So yeah, nice fabric, great stitch work, tons of pockets, really cool costume, right? As I mentioned earlier in the video, the real reason I wanted the Ghostbusters Grand Heritage costume was because of that proton pack. And like I said at the top of the video, I've been waiting 5 years for this thing, so let's finally take a look at it. Now, to my knowledge, there was only ever 2 different renditions of the actual Ghostbusters 2016 proton pack that was made that you could buy. There was one made by Mattel, which was a toy, and then there's of course this one, which is a Halloween costume. And I know I'm gonna get some hate for this, I know I'm gonna get some bad comments, I know the dislike bar ratio is gonna go a little off tilt this time around. But as I mentioned earlier in this video, I just like the design of that 2016 proton pack. Do I like it better than what we saw in '84 and what we're getting in Afterlife? No. But I love the alternate and different takes that we've seen on it over the years. From the original style, Real Ghostbusters, Extreme Ghostbusters, and of course here with Answer the Call. And for a Halloween prop, for a Halloween accessory, this does look really nice. I love the aging and the weathering they went with on it, especially when it comes to some of the areas like the brass tubings. You can see like little silver markings where it looks like it's been welded together. And one thing you've likely already noticed, we have that kind of like Jillian Holtzman sticker here on the left-hand side of the pack. You know, the little nuclear circle there with the heart in the middle? Well, this pack actually does come with 4 individual stickers, so you can customize it as you see fit. So your proton pack can be Aaron or Abby or Patty or Holtzman, whoever you prefer. Now, the entire proton pack itself is made of like a really soft foam, as you can see right here. Taking a look a little further down there, we've got the caution striping going across. And then we've got that big box at the bottom there with like the handle. And I know in the film, that's where like the little like side pistol shot out of that Holtzman used. And you can see on the side, they did include like this kind of like mesh effect. However, it's not meshing here whatsoever. It's just silver paint with little black dots on the side. But still, it does give off a pretty cool effect. Some of the actual knobs and dials and like buttons also look really good. Like these look good enough that you could actually turn them, but once again you can't because they're just made of foam. Now size-wise, these are not to scale with what we actually saw in Ghostbusters 2016. Obviously, they've been scaled down a little bit. Kind of like how Spirit Halloween, scaled down the proton packs that we see in the original Ghostbusters film and Ghostbusters 2. But the odd thing about these is these actually predate the Spirit Halloween proton packs. Now while we're talking about sizing here, the actual Neutrona wand is pretty close to what we saw in the actual film. Yes, I know it doesn't have all the detail that we saw, and there are areas that they've simplified, areas that could certainly look quite a bit better, but there's no doubt it does the job. And there was a Ruby's Halloween Costumes like foam proton pack that got released, and once again there's a Spirit Halloween proton pack that got released, and when it came to their wands, they're so drastically undersized. But this one, once again, it's pretty close to what we saw in the actual film. I love the detail work they included with the handles, and being that it's made of like a nice soft foam, it feels really good in hand. And it's a good thing that it feels really good in hand because you're going to be holding this quite a bit if you choose to buy one of these, because there is a connector, it's just Velcro. You can see on the underbelly of the wand here, there's a strip of Velcro there, and then there's another piece of Velcro there on the pack. And while it does attach, it just doesn't really attach all that well. Turning the pack around here, there's not really too much to see. We do have orange arm straps there, and then also an orange waist belt. Which, I mean, at this point, I think I have to try it on for this video, right? All right, so we're all ready to go here. We got the Neutrona wand in hand. And as you can see, we got our Ghostbusters proton pack from the 2016 film on my back. Like I said, the actual flight suit with this proton pack originally was around $300. And if that flight suit fit me, I would think, honestly, $300 was still too much money for it. I think for the flight suit and the proton pack together, maybe $150, maybe $200, maybe in that area. That's a better pricing. Once again, the fact that these were being sold over on HalloweenCostumes.com for a little while there for 80 bucks, to me, if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, answer the call. Once again, Ghostbusters 2016, this was a steal. And if you want more steals, if you want more bargains when it comes to Ghostbusters Halloween costumes, collectibles, like I said, be sure to check out HalloweenCostumes.com. We have a link to that down below in this video's description. Now that's all I've got for you here right now. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. We have a link to that down below in this video's description. And I'll see everybody right back here next time.